So good evening, everybody. I'm Anthony, KE7OSN, uh, and I am a board member at large, filling in for Paul, who is had some last minute changes to his travel schedules, so he is unable to make the meeting. So we will start off with introductions, and I will work my way down the list if I can get back to the list here and see how much it is going to try and jump around on me. But first on the list, I have an Andrew.
Hi, Andrew, W7AAU.
And then next up, Steve.
Uh, I'm Steve, KW7F, and I'm in Northwest Corvallis.
Donald.
Hello, I'm Don in Medford. It's my audio coming through.
Yeah, you're sounding
Yep.
good.
Yeah, fine.
Been a while since I've done a Zoom, and I forgot the technique. I'm relatively new here in South Oregon, and looking around at different amateur radio things. So I'm a new guy.
Well, welcome. Next up, Mike.
And let's see. Yep. Okay, I'm talking. This is Mike, W7RIS, located about 10 miles north of Corvallis.
And then next up, Paul. Not Paul. Sorry, Ron. Yeah.
Ron, the third Paul. Okay.
Yeah.
Ron Post, AE4JL, and I'm in the big town of Millersburg, just north of Albany.
All right. Next up is da, 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 George.
Good evening, George from the south part of Albany, KL3 Delta X-ray.
Welcome. Sarah.
Good evening. I'm Sarah from Blue River, Oregon, which is basically in the shadow of Mount Hagen in the Mackenzie River Valley, and KJ7LCX. And I'm the person who has 3 Monday night commitments tonight. So I'm planning to take an early out at 7:55.
I know how that goes all too well. Uh, Looks like Tyler's next.
Who was that?
Uh, you're next for introduction.
Okay, Tyler WB7DD with actually Diana just left the room 1 mile south of downtown Corvallis.
All right. Let's see how much of stuff moved around. Glenda.
Hello, this is Glenda. I'm in Northwest Corvallis up by the hospital, KM7BDZ.
Welcome. Jeannie.
All right. Can you guys hear me okay?
Loud and clear.
Perfect. So my name is Jeannie, Kilo 7, Bravo Tango Juliet, and I'm in Bend, Oregon, and I'm part of the High Desert Amateur Radio Group here in Bend, and I just thought I'd pop in and check it out and say hi to you guys.
Oh, thanks for joining. Tom.
Tom, KK7YZC. I'm about 3 miles north of Corvallis.
Welcome. And I think last on my list right now should be George. And you're muted.
I already checked in.
Unfortunately, they the names on the list keep bouncing around. So
Oh, do they? Well, George, KL3DX from South Albany.
welcome again. Yeah, for those that don't pay attention to Zoom, the activity of whoever's doing stuff determines the order of how people show up on lists, whether that's on the screen or on the participant list, which makes it really fun to do roll calls. So yeah, welcome everybody. And I do believe we'll have Drew joining us in a little bit, but we'll catch him when he gets here. So to start out, we'll ask Mike, do you want to do your presentation now or at the end?
I can go ahead and do it at the end.
Okay. So on to the rest of the regular business, starting off with the Secretary's report from Ted. Which Ted is not here.
You don't have Ted.
So, yeah. So if you didn't get the meeting minutes, let us know. Ted emailed them out a little while ago. And then if you have any corrections, changes, additions, or deletions, please let Ted know. Then we have the Treasurer's Report. Andy.
Good evening. Treasurer's report for Friday, February 13, 2026. Our Oregon State Credit Union checking account had $867.43. Our savings account had $2,488.66. So our total at OSCU is $3,356.09. Our PayPal account has $273.03. Our Square Up account has 81 cents. And we have cash $5.24 for a total of $3,635.17. And that's the end of the Treasurer's report.
All right. Thank you, Andy. Website report. Ron.
If I can get off mute here. Yeah, the website's www.peakradio.org. Up and running. We keep our link to our videos out there that we record. I'm still got to post January's out there. Missed last month and have yet to get out there. But yeah, if you got any pictures, any news, or anything you want to post, you can either send it to the Peak Radio email address or to mail.postar@gmail.com and get it to me, and I will get some of the pictures posted.
All right. Thanks, Ron. So repeater update. So for those that don't know, the Chris Navarra maintains the PRA Repeater Info Center Facebook page, which is where he puts most of the up-to-minute changes on the system. There's been a couple of kind of bigger news there. First is that there have been some reports of issues with KGW, but that's been tested and is working fine. And there are some linking issues with Salem that was also taken care of. And the biggest news is the W7PRA, so the Repeater Network website is back online. So that if you may have noticed in the last month or two, that website had been down. Yeah, so the repeater, that's the PRA Repeater Info Center is the group to look for. So yeah, and that has the website, w7pra.com, has a list of the repeaters, locations, and their status, um, as well as some information about All-Star Echolink and some other good information there. So that's a good place to check out what's going on and stay up to date on the repeaters. And as general kind of information, uh, the website will have kind of longer term and will be slower to update, and then kind of late breaking news will come out on the Facebook page. Yeah, that is the repeater update. And while we've got a break here, we'll let Drew introduce himself.
Sorry, I was just saving the link. I had the wrong link. Drew Terrell, W3HES. I'm up in Ocean Park, Washington.
Welcome. Uh, so, uh, coming up, we have next month is the annual meeting for the club, also known as the members meeting. This is where any changes to bylaws will get read in and voted on, as well as officer elections. So for those that aren't aware, so the organization is a don't want to necessarily say nonprofit because that has certain connotations. It is a Oregon not for profit organization. So stuff isn't registered as a 501c3 for tax deductibility. But it is a volunteer organization and is run by, there's a board of directors, and it's comprised of 7 positions. There is the 4 kind of officer positions on the board, the chair, the secretary, the treasurer, and the trustee. And each of those roles has specific duties assigned to it. And then there are 3 at-large board members. So I believe Ron and myself are 2 of those at-large board members. Mike is the trustee. Andy is the treasurer. Ted Mitchell is the secretary. Paul Lasardi is the chair. And I believe Anna is the other at-large board member. So all these positions are up for elections coming up next month. And I know there are a number of people, particularly Andy and Ted, that have been serving in their roles for a very long time. So if anybody is interested in kind of helping the club out and helping with some continuity, I know both people, well, I know most of us would not be opposed to letting some fresh faces take the reins. But I know especially for secretary and treasurer, those are very important roles. Not a ton of work overall, but it is very important work. So if anybody is interested, I believe nominations do open technically now, and then we'll stay open until the beginning of the March meeting. So if you're interested in any particular functionalities of those roles, we'll kind of go over. So basically, the secretary's responsibilities is maintaining the roster and minutes. The treasurer handles the financials. Between the secretary and treasurer is submitting the annual filing with the state. Make sure that we stay current with our business registration. The trustee maintains the club call sign and license there, as well as any club equipment. And then the chair is the tie-breaking vote if needed, and ultimately is the figurehead of the group. As with a lot of organizations, the chair of the board actually has relatively little power unless things are stalemated. So if you want a job that looks prestigious but doesn't actually have to do as much as you think, the chair is a good option there. And then there are 3 at-large board members. And so technically for business to be conducted, there has to be a quorum of the board, which is a quorum of 4. So And the at-large board members just are there and are deciding votes on important matters. So any questions on officers or elections? Anybody have a inkling to run for a position? I'll
No, but when and where is the meeting?
so the meeting will be on at the same Zoom meeting here. So it'll be and it'll be next month. So it'll be the next monthly meeting in March. Historically, when we had our easy access to Tommy's in Corvallis, that's where we had it. But since COVID, it's kind of a spendy operation to have meetings there. So uh, so yeah, the official announcement now that for the officer elections. The other thing is if there are any proposed amendments to the bylaws, this would be the time to have those read uh, and submitted before next month's meeting. Uh, and if not, there's uh, a similar process for amending the bylaws outside of the annual meeting. But that is a good time to do so. So if anybody has any proposed amendments to the bylaws, those can be emailed in. And with that, again, just highly encourage anybody that might be interested in taking over one of the officer positions. Those would be greatly appreciated. And then next on the list is kind of some outreach discussions. So normally, if Larry was on here, we'd ask him about his efforts with the BSA organization. I know he is forming a Pacific Crest Council for Radio Club. So it's a kind of Willamette Valley, Western Oregon radio club for the BSA groups there. And Glenda is plugged in with the Girl Scouts. Any updates on the radio front there?
Nothing right now. Just really working towards getting spring camp put together out at Camp Whispering Winds. So that's all I really have to report right now.
All right, excellent. And if you need any help with radio stuff, feel free to reach out.
Thank you.
And then Scott Gilbert is planning on offering a contesting 101 class out in Alsea. Don't know all the details on that, but if you're interested and want to take the scenic drive out to Alsea, please let Scott know. Scott has also been roped into teaching a technician class here at the end of May. And if anybody is interested in a class on upgrading to either general or extra, please bug Scott. He's been talking about putting together a class for both general and or extra, and I can only push him so hard to myself. So if anybody else would be interested in that, please feel free to bug him and throw your support that way. So that's all I had for that. If anybody has any other outreachy kind of things. All right. Upcoming events, contest, and Hamfest. So the biggest one is there is a little gathering over in Rickreall that is scheduled to come up here in I believe on Saturday for a little swap meet over there. There are promises that you will not need a watercraft to get into the facility this time, and that has been fixed. to be determined whether that is fixed the way it is. I work on a farm, and I know what my irrigation guys say every time the irrigation line pops a leak, uh, and what they say when they fix it, and then they have to fix it again and again and again. Uh, I also know that there is a serious risk that the days of having ham fairs at the Polk County Fairgrounds is numbered. Uh, there's some funding issues with the county and being able to support that venue and that event space. So if you are able to make it, that may or may not be the last one there. And if it isn't the last one there, it may be one of the last ones there. I know the people organizing both the February Rick Royale Ham Fair as well as the Swaptoberfest in October, which are different organizations, basically running the same kind of event. Both of those groups are open to suggestions and investigating other locations for possibly relocating if that Polk County Fairgrounds goes away. Any upcoming contest stuff in the next little bit?
Actually, there's a couple things that I'll mention. I have in my program at the beginning, I'll go through some contest stuff, or not contest, but DX stuff that's coming up. But also, everybody mark your calendars for May 1st for 7QP. So I'm about to start up that website or that email thread. So if anybody wants to get involved with that, let me know, because it's a lot of fun, very educational. We also have June 5th through 7th for CPAC. That's the ARRL Pacific Northwest get together. That's a very good time to go. You can actually get in and touch all the brand new radios. You have all the vendors there showing off their radios, and they're always willing to talk to you. Sometimes they'll even give you a discount. They have a swap meet there to swap around things. They have a really good collection of seminars to listen to, so you can get very well educated on a lot of neat subjects on ham radio. And they have a really good banquet on Saturday night that you usually have a good keynote speaker that is very interesting to listen to. And the final one is the good old field day, ARL field day. That's June 27th and 28th. So those are the things you want to keep on your calendar. Back to you, Anthony.
All right, thanks, Mike. Anything else on the calendar for people to stay apprised of?
Is anybody from this group going to the Puyallup Swap Fest in March? I might go just to check it out. I've never been to it.
It's a big one. I have not gone there, but it's still on my bucket list.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's one of the early March is usually March and April are usually hard times for me. I know, to get out to a lot of stuff because of other obligations that I have this time of year. But all right, and then any upcoming new business or any other points of order for the meeting?